Hello everyone, Heccu here. So the new Legend stage is about to end, but there's no better way of celebrating the Swedish Major than by making an interview with a Swedish player. Of course, I'm talking about Hype, who is currently playing for Aura. Hype, how are you doing? I already heard you had a pretty busy day.
Yeah, it's been good ever since we came home. It's been really busy. Haven't gotten to practice too much since we have like a lot of officials and I work, for example. But it's been good. I'm feeling good.
hmm I mean, it's good to hear that you're doing good because you were pretty busy. I kind of wanted to make this interview with you a month ago, but then you had like I am fall. I had the We Play Academy League, so it was hard to arrange time with you. But now we
Yeah,
finally have a moment to sit down to like actually talk about you and your team's achievements. And of course, before like starting like before like we get to talk about like the big event that you recently went to, I kind of want to talk a bit about you and your team because, for example, a few months ago, we saw you play for Granite Gaming, and kind of like if I had to guess, the separation from the org didn't happen because they decided to maybe like exit the CS:GO scene since at the moment they still have have a roster. Like they brought up like new players. Did the initiative to split came from the players, or was it the organization that decided to start everything from zero?
it was kind of both. Like we had a contract for the Swedish highest league then as well, and I think when we signed for them, we were quite a bit worse, right? So it was more like a mutual agreement that they couldn't really offer what we wanted, and we wanted something more and needed more help building our brands, etc.
Mm. Yeah, that make you kind of felt that you kind of
Yeah,
outgrew them, right?
exactly.
Yeah, but yeah, but after like leaving Granite, like four players, including you, decide to stay together, which is really nice to see. And you added a new player, that being Bob XD. He's like an
Mm-hmm.
FPL, like I know him. I mean, I've heard about him due to
Yeah.
FPLC, but at the moment, you are not backed up by an organization. Like, and I wonder how much time like your members are actually investing into this project? Like, does anyone work, study? Like, do you prac or you're more of a mix?
Yeah, like we try to get as much practice as we can, but at the moment it's quite hard because I work, and Bob XD, he's young, so he still goes to school, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll like we give this project it all, and we really try to get as good as possible. But it can be a bit hard to find time with all officials and everything. But we really do our best. We try to practice as much as we can.
Mm-hmm. But if you get signed by like a good organization, have like decent salaries, what's like the plan? Are you going to drop your job and Bob XD, will he keep on going to school, or he's also gonna be like, okay, I'm going full into CS?
Yeah, that's the plan. That's why we're looking for an organization right now. It's quite important to us because I really want to be able to, quit my job, go full time, and Bob wants to. He's like in the last year of school, so it's not so long. But we've talked about if you get a decent salary where you can maybe make a deal with the school or something like. I think Brollan had something like that. That he went to school like 3 days a week or something.
Mm-hmm.
So an org is really important for us right now to find more time to get better, to improve.
I mean, yeah, I mean that of course like that makes sense. But even though like you have like some people working, you have some people still studying, you still are showing pretty good results. Like you managed to go through like open and closed qualifiers, and you got to the main event of the final RMR. And even though you maybe didn't have an easy time in the group, it's still pretty cool to see that like an unsigned advanced team got like 14 rounds against such orgs like Copenhagen Flames and Big. But like, how much LAN experience do you guys actually have?
I have zero. That was my like first LAN
First
for
LAN.
everything. Yeah.
Wow.
So I haven't been to smaller LANs or everything, but it was a really fun experience, and I honestly think we should have like won both games against Copenhagen Flames. I think they played a pretty bad CT half an overpass. We did it even worse on T side. So and against Big or comeback, we messed up some easy things that made us lose the game.
hmm
It was quite sad that we lost those games as well.
But do you feel it's due to the lack of experience, or is there something else that you're lacking?
Yeah, it's probably something along those lines, right? I don't know, making a sick comeback against a big, you're 14-14, and then the nerves might kick in. But it
hmm
was like, personally, I feel like I learned a lot, and it was a super fun experience.
I mean, you're looking forward to go to more lands, right?
For sure.
Of course. But yeah, considering that you're not yet signed, I'm actually pleasantly surprised to see that you guys managed to stay together for such a long time. Because, like, for example, like in July, your IGL Shine posted on Twitter that you're looking for a new home that you would be able to proudly represent. Like, should we expect an announcement anytime soon, or are your DMs still open for offers?
Hopefully, we're talking to some orgs right now, and it's like looking in the right direction. But
Mm-hmm.
of course, if there's an org guy out there looking for a team that think they, we could form a relationship, just DM me on Twitter and we'll talk.
Good. But like the thing is like that right now more and more teams are picking up like young players for like their second roster, and considering that your oldest member is only 21, would you ever consider or potentially be interested in becoming someone's academy team?
Yeah, for sure. It's something we have talked about as well. Being able to play in like the Weep League, Weep Play League. It's I think it's helps you a lot as a team. Gives you a
Mm-hmm.
lot of exposure as players. It helps the orgs as well. So I think it's academy teams is like a really good thing for many orgs, and I would totally be open for being an academy team as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Like becoming someone's academy team, it has pros and cons. Of course, like you get the media exposure, you get access to facilities like to improve. You also get,
Hmm.
of course, like those invites to tournaments that it's quite often like hard to get. But the thing is that you'll not be able to play in events like RMRs. Is that
Hmm.
something that you're worried for, like, or like you're fine, like just to get like the first things just like to improve, and then like maybe we can talk about RMRs.
Like for now, I don't think Armors is like that big of a deal for us, right? We're still quite a bit far away.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing that's quite important is you need to be like an academy team for a team that is quite good already. Because if you play an academy team for a team that plays like all these HLTV, Snow, Sweet Snow, and such, then it could be quite hard, and you don't only really have the We Play League. So being academy team to really like top tier org that's already established and play like the tier 1 tournaments, I think it's fine. And I think it's like really good even, but maybe yeah, you need to be able to play the like Snow Sweet Snow in those tournaments.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because like, considering that you are like a fully Swedish team, I can kind of guess like maybe Swedish organizations are the ones that like will be most interested in you. Young Ninjas and Fnatic, they already picked up second rosters, but technically, maybe like Dignitas could potentially be interested in you. They do have like like some old players that will probably eventually retire, and they'll like need like some like some young blood on the roster. So or maybe who knows, maybe there'll be some kind of organization like a Team Liquid will be like, okay, we see like the Sweden is like really hot right now, like let's get like ourselves an academy team. But yeah, that'll be really interesting to see like what actually happens for you. And if we're like if we're talking about Sweden, of course there's a pretty important event happening at the moment. Of course, I'm talking about the PGL Major that's happening in Stockholm. Unfortunately, you did not qualify for it, but you managed to get way closer than most European teams. Are you actually following the games?
Yeah, of course. I've been working quite a bit, but every time I go home, like I'm glued to the screens watching basically every game. I've been making sure to especially look at the NIP games and rooting for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like supporting your boys,
Of course.
supporting Svenska and stuff. Yeah. But wait, which teams like impressed you? Which you think underperformed? And how successful are your pick'ems at the moment?
I actually didn't do my pick'ems. I kind of forgot. It was
Oh, the badge, but
disaster.
the badge.
It was quite bad of me.
Ay,
But
ay, ay.
I think like a team that underperformed was for sure Ends, right? I think they had pretty good chance of making it out. They've been hot lately, or at least going like 2-3 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
0-3, I think they should have done better. They could have done better. Then of course, impressed Navi. They feels like they're miles above everyone
Miles
else at the moment.
away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're extremely good. I'm guessing they will win the major, even though I'm rooting for NIP.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say it like this. I think Navi like really deserve to finally win. Like they played every major. They played in so many finals. They were always like so close, but never actually getting to lift the trophy. So it'll be, of course, like deserve, like well deserved for them. Um, for example, Copenhagen Flames, like the team that you actually managed to almost win in the RMR, like went 3-0, like in their first one, like in their first part, the qualifiers, what was like challenger, like
Yeah,
the challenger part. I probably it made you feel good, but because you're like, hey, we lost to those guys. Like we were really close. We're basically on the same level then, right?
yeah, like they mean really impressive, right? They play really well, and I think Nico Dos has played pretty good this tournament, the games they won, and Roy as well. So I
Mhm.
think they can do well. They're for sure like a future top team.
Yeah, I mean, you're also like possibly a future top team. Who knows? Like you're really that's the thing. Like you're really really young. Like like and you managed to go like through open qualifiers to closed qualifiers. So like who knows? Who knows how it actually happens? But I'm actually like looking forward to see like who's gonna survive like today's elimination matches because I'm Latvian. I'm supporting Yukinder, but the fact that there's like they're gonna play against Mouse that has like Robson Beamers who are like they're also like a part of the Baltic family. Like it makes
Mm-hmm.
me excited, but also like nervous at the same time because like I want everyone to win, but we'll see. We'll see actually who will succeed with at that. You're also like probably looking forward to going back to the stream because like you just came back home. Like we finally managed to get like this moment to make an interview. So like I'll really like not hype. Like I'll not delay you any longer. I really hope that you'll get picked up by an org like really soon. Who knows? Maybe we'll see you at the next major. Maybe we'll see you at the Vplay Academy League. You can never know.
Mm-hmm.
Before like we finish this interview, before we finish our call, maybe there are some people to whom you'd want to send like a special message.
Special mention, I think it would have to be a guy called Caspian. He's pretty unknown, but he was our coach before, and
Ah.
he helped us quite a bit. He used to coach Endpoint for a while, and I think he was a big part in us, understanding the game to next level and helping us improve. Even though
Mm-hmm.
he's not coaching us anymore, it's a really big help.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about that guy. Like he coached Endpoint, like he helped guys in Contact Light. He's a big brain. He has like a big brain, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he's doing at the moment because I think he's more like into like business at the
Yeah, he
moment.
works
Like
at Tesla.
yeah, at Tesla, but like that guy has a big brain and he's actually like really good as a coach.
Yeah,
Maybe eventually he will come back. We'll see if
we
I
can
don't know
hope.
something. We can always hope. But yeah, hype. Thanks a lot for the interview, and again, good luck in finding an org and getting to the next
Thank you.
major.
Thank you.
Nice.